Welcome back to Enterprising Entrepreneurs with Sridevi, Raghavan and Raghavan. I was asking her about how much you would have made, the big bucks out of Harvard, but chose to do something totally different. Yes, this is a virgin territory. You have the first come advantage. Three and a half years into your venture.
Yep.
I won't strictly call it a business. What are the returns you're seeing? When do you think you'll be able to break even? Is there a gestation period in a venture of this sort?
It definitely is. I mean, I think in any business like this or any good business, I think you got to first put in a lot of money, and then for us to be able to get it back will take time. And we've been very focused towards having to get a brand of this nature up for India, because we believe that the preschool daycare market especially has not had a brand, and we're trying to create one. So it is going to take us, I mean, we've created I would say something that we've been proud of in Chennai, and we're wanting to take it pan-India. I mean, there's definitely a gestation period towards...
Right now it's in Chennai. You have 5 centers.
Correct.
This is your first center?
This is our first center.
Okay.
Sholinganallur is our first center.
And the others are what? Attached to IT buildings, IT...
Yes, we've got one in Mahindra City that we started. Then we started another at Estancia, which is an upscale residential township. Then we partnered with MEPS, which is the Madras Export Processing Zone. And then we recently put up a project, Hiranandani Upscale. And the next couple of ones that are going to be coming up, rolling over the next couple of months, are going to be in IT companies and in IT parks. So our dreams of having to get more and more on-site, especially with IT companies and IT parks, is definitely becoming a reality for us at this point.
In law school, we were taught something, that when the witness moves away from the topic, you bring them right back in. How long will it take for you to break even in this?
We had initially projected that it would take us about 4 years to break even, and I believe we're on target.
So 3.5 years now, so you're you're 6 months away from breaking even.
And we should break
and
even.
How do you propose to scale up? You already have what, 5 centers plus your own standalone facility here.
Yeah.
Give us, a rough ballpark figure. How much does it take to really set up a center like this?
Investments are high. I mean, as you can see,
it's difficult because baby products are very expensive actually.
Absolutely.
Right from diapers to, these chairs, these very cute chairs.
Yeah, these chairs.
These will stand my weight. My weight?
Absolutely.
No, I don't want to break a chair here.
No,
Absolutely.
You're serious?
Trust me, we hold all our meetings on these chairs.
Our conference rooms are all midget
All right,
size.
I'll come. Rider, if it breaks, then I'm not paying for it.
Absolutely, we'll take you up on that.
Okay. Not bad, I'm fitter than I thought I was.
There you go.
I play badminton.
You look
Start playing
super
good.
comfortable. You should
Thank
probably move to one of these chairs.
In the office, right? In the
office.
NDTV office. Yeah, but I thought
We're happy to donate some.
I thought I looked like a bear sitting on a chair like this. No, but you say you have your meetings here. Yeah, so it is expensive. To set up something like this is expensive.
So what we have done is we've kind of partnered with top-notch interior designers here who are able to provide the infrastructure like this, which is standardized. That's been our one of our objectives, where we have standardization in place towards setup in terms of color schemes, in terms of child-friendly furniture, in terms of sourcing of toys. We don't source from China and all the challenges that may go with it. So we do put a lot of...
Safety really is a key here.
Absolutely, and we do put a lot of money upfront towards our setup, because we believe that's also considerably important. And that's the tangible aspect of the business. The intangible aspect of the business is the kind of caliber of teachers one has, the kind of center managers one puts forth, the kind of training modules we have in place, assessments and audits that we have. And we've been very, very focused on that. We've had a large curriculum team that has put our curriculum together.
You have a board of studies almost.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They've done a fantastic job, and I think Sridevi and her team has everything.
You were a good nursery student.
I actually don't even remember.
Can you belt out 2 lines of any rhyme?
Okay.
Shall I name it and will you?
Done. Why don't we?
Piggy piggy on the track.
Okay, I don't know that.
Okay. Anything
I
that
was
you
really confident about
anything
that.
that you know. 2
Okay.
lines.
At the zoo, I like to see penguins dancing for their tea. They are happy as can be when they do the penguin polka. When they do the penguin polka.
Can you try also?
I'll leave that. That's the curriculum forte.
This is what you learned at Rosary Matriculation School, is it?
This is what I learned at Amelio Childcare.
Oh, okay. No, then you cheated then. It's not what you learned when you were I thought I'll
God,
make you
I
remember.
have no idea. My nursery, experiences I don't really remember. What I remember is my Amelio experience.
I must tell you something very strange. That as a dad myself now, have twin babies. I end up sometimes very subconsciously humming "Piggy Piggy" on the track or something. I just so people don't think that I'm slightly, Yeah,
Honestly,
but then,
the only things we're singing are nursery rhymes now. It's really, it's come down to that.
But I quite like, the vibrant colors. I quite like red myself. It's good to see a lot of red here. Now, have you come across instances where parents have been a little, extra protective, naturally, or any sort of peculiar instances that you've come across, difficult, any challenges that you've seen in dealing with kids so far in your 3.5-year long journey?
I wouldn't say parents exactly, but I will tell you this, Sanjay. When we started off, you mentioned that yourself, right? We were a couple who moved back. We didn't have any children. We didn't have any experience in dealing with children, and we were getting into a childcare space. So really, we entered this area with a high level of, I would actually say, paranoia. Because we didn't know. And when you watch a movie like Daycare, Daddy Daycare, and things like that, it just gives you the worst case scenario.
Or pursuit of happiness.
Right. So I think what we came in with was a sense of absolute paranoia about the safety and care of a child. But in effect, I think in retrospect, it really helped us scale to the highest level of safety and care. Like, honestly, Raghavan and I would go crawling down on the floor to see, this needed to be padded and that needed to be padded. No, this corridor is too, narrow, we need to expand it. We've done so many things to set up a daycare. This Sholinganallur center took us about 2.5 to 3 months to create. And it was because we'd go into every one of these things, we'd do it and then we'd say, you know what? We would imagine the worst case scenario, child getting jammed. No, we'll do it all over again. And that's the amount of work we put into this center. But in hindsight, I think it worked really well because I would say a lot of our furniture is customized and it's highly ergonomic to a child. It's very safe for children. And so when parents come in, they expect, they come in expecting to see narrow, sharp edges and expecting to make complaints, and then they go back thinking, wow, this is everything that we had expected to complain about, but this is all great. So, it's worked out really well.
How long do you propose to sit on these chairs?
However long you want. This will take you away for as long.
Sitting down was okay. Standing up, can you stand up?
That's the
support?
acid test now,
No,
How
on
fit
camera,
have you been?
Stand up on camera. Not bad. Pass. Now, sourcing people, the right people, that must be a big challenge because they actually say in today's job market, it's more difficult to hire someone than for somebody to get a job. Now, especially in a line like this, to get the right people, those who really love children, those who are not sort of crabbity, who will not, in a fit of rage beat the child, that must be a challenge to source the right people. You've got about what, 50, 60, 70 teachers?
Yeah, 70 staff.
How do you source them?
So it's absolutely a challenge. There is no denying it. In fact, one of our key focuses in the organization has been that we need to have a very strong HR department which is going to help us scale our growth. In fact, before I get into some of the things that we have done at Amelio towards helping us transition well in hiring, we've also been thinking about putting up our own teacher training academy which can feed our own growth.
That's like a growth expansion plan.
Yeah, it seems logical. It seems because we understand the needs. The Amelio teachers and staff have a certain requirement that they need to live up to. So, right from our identifying the candidates to the various rounds of interviews that they have.
So, there'll be like 100% placement for that academy.
Absolutely, because today to be able to get good teachers, there's a dearth of good teachers. And then you got about 20-25 people applying for a job and you're barely taking in 1 or 2 into the job. So as they go through the various rounds of interviews and you're assessing various aspects like patience and various other aspects we look for and some of the stress rounds of interviews that the teachers undergo, it kind of filters itself down to a very few, So it is a challenge, but I would say thus far we've had some formulas that have worked for us, but we try everything in our capacity that's possible towards trying to hire people.
You charge about 7, 8, 9,000 per child.
Correct.
How much do you pay your teachers?
Teachers are paid more in the region of around 14 to 15,000.
Not bad at all, okay.
It depends on the kind of experiences that they come with, but we definitely, are happy to reward them well. We've got various rewards and recognitions programs that we have for our staff at Amelio, and I feel the various steps that we have taken have kind of worked very well for us, you know.
Dealing with children on a daily basis for a living, you must be blessed to do something like this. Such adorable children. Is that something that made you? I remember, you know, when before I got married, a lot of people used to ask me, when is the good news? When is the good news? Then I got married. Then again they asked, when is the good news? So they meant children. Now, you know, and even if you get one child, they ask again, when is the good news? In my case, I've had both in one shot. So, dealing with children, you know, throughout your career so far through Amelio, did that make you also want to have a child, which you all have now?
Definitely, definitely. I think
because today the trend is, you know, when you get married, people do wait. It's, you know, they wait, you know, to settle down in their careers and then decide to have children, which is what even I did, and which is what you guys have done too.
yeah.
So, but that sort of, you know, it strengthened the desire to have them fast.
Absolutely. I think, you know, dealing with children is just a whole host of fun. I mean, it's just, we keep saying, you know, we sit out of the corporate office in Tiruvannur, and compared to the centers which are vibrant and buzzing and there is so much love and so much energy, the corporate office is a little bit boring in comparison. So we keep saying this is where all the action is, and we give anything to be here. And for the first 1 year, we actually, you know, worked out of, you know, this center in the Mahindra City Center, and every day would be different, and every day the children would say something cute or funny or hilarious, and it's just so much fun. You come back home and then you're just, you know, watching TV or something, and something comes up in your mind, and then you're just laughing because, you know, something happened at the school or the center. So it was a
Give me an
lot of
example.
fun. There was this one time that one parent came up to us and said, who is Priya? And so I was actually there, and I said, Priya is one of the girls in, you know, children in the school. Why? She said, no, you won't believe it, her daughter is, you know, another child. She said, my daughter, every day after she comes, and this daughter is a very quiet child, like, you know, we do circle time and we do story time, and there'd not be too much of response from this one girl, but we do it anyway. And the mother comes and tells us that apparently she goes home every day and does exactly what the teacher does. You know, she makes her mom, grandmom, father, everybody sit in circle time, and she talks to everybody. And every 2 minutes and she'll do circle time and she'll talk about things, and everyone has to sit. And her mother has to keep going and attending phone calls. So she'll keep telling her mother, Priya, can you please not move? Priya, can you please stay in one place? So the mother was very intrigued to see who this Priya was, who behaves in a very similar fashion in school. So that was very, very funny.
Must be quite a sight at home, yeah, when she goes back.
Yeah.
And you monitor the children here regularly? You have somebody to monitor them regularly?
Yeah, we have the center manager who sits, so she will typically...
CCTV cameras in virtually every room. And
yeah, and she'll kind of flip through each room and see what's happening.
Okay. Anyway, it's great, you know, tracking your growth journey.
Thank you so much.
Most
It was a
welcome,
pleasure.
and you too, Sridevi.
Thank you so much.
Both-
Lovely catching up after a long time.
Absolutely. And you know, both of you have quite literally made success seem like child's play.
Thank you.
Thank you.